The press conference videos are the ones that I don't like doing, but I do like doing. It's a love-hate relationship with. Let's just get into the video. Hello and welcome to the video. If you're new here, I am PunkChef41. Pleasure to meet you. I do Sheffield Wednesday content. If you could do me the privilege of hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel and sharing videos, it really does help. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live and live streams happen. We have one on a Friday. So, Xsico have been talking to the media again, and he went on to it always starts off frothy. It's weird. It gets better the more they go on, and it's just done my head in a little bit. I'm not going to say too much about on that bit because you can tell, but he spoke about Swansea being active. Swansea was a must not lose. He said if one game we're more closer to winning. The last game against Middle, we gave some good form, went one step forward. Need to give one step further, and we are close. I get what he's saying in terms of that first half. We were a lot closer, but we need to have more of that first half in a second half. He said, I've been here 2 weeks, 2 months, and then the consistent is there for 90 minutes. 8 of the players weren't in pre-season with us. I can understand what we need to improve, but this is the situation. We need to be calmer, and then for sure we'll take the points. We'll see what happens there. He said much more time is needed. If you think relegation, you're thinking negative. Sometimes people don't believe in change. You get negative thoughts. We give negative things. This is easy. But for me, I give all my part to try and change now that we have a squad ready. He said if we have 3 more points and we're at the bottom, the situation doesn't change. We keep working. He said the poor performances only against Hull we weren't very close. We can take positive from all the games because we've been close. The team is working about the situation. He said Windass is working with the physio and trying to recover, and say he's an important player. He said Valentine is a lot to improve, but he was very happy getting him with Valentine. I was a bit concerned when he said he was a young guy at 27, but hey, what do I know? Some moments at the start, we had some players who were unavailable, but they're getting better. We then had questions about like Johnson and Reece James and stuff like that, and it's just like the only reason Reece James couldn't play is that he was sick last few days, so we'll take that what it is. I think the thing with asking about Marvin Johnson and stuff like that needs to stop. We know what the situation is now. He's not in his plans. That's the decision he's taken, and you just sit with it. He spoke about Taylor, saying that we can't have a mistake about him. It's difficult to find a level of striker for, and we have him. I wish him all the best for him, and I think we can give good things for it. If he gives a plus for the team, then he'll stay. If not, he won't stay, which is fair enough. He said about fine margins, apart from Hull, it's been fine margins to a point. I think he's been a bit right on that one, actually. His biggest concern is that they need to improve and stop conceding fouls and set pieces. It's about closing the situation. For me, the team is competing in the game, but at some moment they lose the concentration, which is true. He spoke about Wilkes, and he said he's closer. He had no preseason, so he's getting better. He said he don't know if Wilkes can play 90 yet, but he'd keep working. He spoke about DRB, and he said he's in a good way. I don't like speaking about players' injuries. Personally, if they can do recovery, but then apparently he's in a good way and he's speaking clearly. So that was Xsico press conference. And he got a bit under the skin a little bit at times from some of the questions, but I understand that. That's their job. That's what journalist jobs are. They're there to ask the hard question. But I think my issue for me is let's stop beating a dead horse. Let's stop asking about the players that are not, who like such as a Marvin Johnson, who know that he's not in the team. And I want these press conferences in person. I'm absolutely sick and tired of us being the only club that does these via Zoom. Get journalists in. Get them in the room. Because it does my head in. I don't understand why you still do this. I really don't. It feels like the lack of not personality. Well, personality, yeah, lack of personality, but a lack of. It just feels wrong. Get on back to being face to face. Because he does seem to be a little bit better when he can answer questions face to face. Personally, what I've seen in the questions and stuff at the end of games, I think these just do me head in, and we'll have to see where we lie for the next game. kind of said this is like an El Crapico part 2 again, because both teams are not great. They've not started well. Duff will want his revenge from the situation at Wembley versus Singing, but different team, different managers. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we go there and get all 3 points. I mean, not really got a good record at Swansea, but maybe we do. I think I've seen people go, he's losing the plot, and I think he's a very frustrated manager when it comes to questions, because I get what the whole point of doing it is. I understand it. Don't get me wrong. What they're doing is what they're meant to do. It's their job. Their job is to ask the hard questions, so they're asking the hard questions. I think he struggles sometimes to put it out there as a good concept way. I think he struggled to put a really good answer out there. But we have to, it is what it is. We have to push on. We need to support the players. We need to support the team and see what happens. At the end of the day, we got to keep trying to see what will happen. You never know. That win might come. It might not. I have no idea. By margins, like you said, but all I know is I want us to do much better than what we've been doing, but it's going to take a massive performance by the lads to get this over the line. I think if we can get that first win, it might push us on and do something quite interesting. I reckon it could spiral us in a good way going forward, but I'm not sure yet. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure yet. I'm just not. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we get 3 points. That was his press conference. I hope you're all well. And I will see you in the next one, which is the Swansea preview tomorrow. And if anything breaks tomorrow. And the roundup of the week on Friday evening. And then we'll be all set for Swansea. Thank you for watching. See you guys later.